Today on June 29th, it's an emergency. 2 minutes left. A person who is in heaven and who you love very much asks you to open this urgently. Open it quickly. Archangel Michael says, the winds have shifted, a gate in the heavens is cracking open because of what is happening right now on earth, and your name is glowing through it. Today, on June 29th, an emergency has risen above everything else, something that cannot wait even another minute. Someone you love, someone who left this earth but never left your soul, is pleading from the realm above. Their soul has pushed through layers of divine protocol to ensure this message reaches you before it's too late. The next 2 minutes hold the power to change what was destined to be broken. There is an urgency echoing across the skies. It's not thunder, it's not lightning, but the silent cry of a departed one whose love for you has refused to die. They've watched you from the other side, unable to stay silent any longer. They now stand beside Archangel Michael, who has drawn his mighty sword, not for battle, but to sever the interference that's clouded your truth. A decision is being made on your behalf in the unseen realm, and it's bigger than anything you've encountered before. Type Amen to get blessing 333. You may feel it already, a pull at your chest, a stirring in your spirit, a strange quietness that doesn't belong to the room you're sitting in. That is them. That is their soul whispering your name, determined to be heard tonight. There was something left unsaid, something too sacred to be bearing with them. They didn't tell you everything before they went. But now, on the exact timeline destined by divine alignment, they are using this rare opening to speak directly into your soul. Archangel Michael says, this is not your imagination. That unusual dream you had last night, the scent you picked up in your room with no explanation, the song that started playing when you were thinking of them, that was the beginning of the warning. But this isn't just a message of love, it's a sacred interruption. Something has been hijacking your peace. You felt it. They've seen it. And now, they are stepping in. Type Amen to get blessing 707. They have been watching over you, not in silence, but in sorrow. Because while you go through pain here, they've been shouting in heaven for permission to step in. That permission has finally been granted today. Your name was whispered to a divine council this morning. It's being passed around the upper rooms like a sacred artifact that must be guarded and redirected. Your story is about to change, but only if you listen right now. There's someone around you who isn't who they claim to be. This person has hidden their true face from you, but they cannot hide it from the eyes of heaven. The one you love from above has seen it all. And what they saw made them tremble. They were once soft and peaceful, but the moment they saw what this individual plans to do with your name, your peace, your heart, they turned into a flame of protection around you. Type Amen to get blessing 919. You've been praying for answers. You've been crying silently in the night, asking why things keep falling apart right when they seem to be coming together. His message is the answer to those cries. That loved one in heaven did not want to see your spirit crumble again. They couldn't bear to see you betrayed, manipulated, or spiritually blocked anymore. That's why today, they've broken through the veil to speak to you in the clearest way they can. You might be feeling goosebumps right now. That's not cold. It's the energy of a soul that was once warm in your arms, now reaching back from the divine to save you from something you can't yet see. They have seen your dreams being intercepted. They've seen your name being discussed in rooms you never entered. But they've also seen what's written on your destiny scroll, and they are here to make sure nothing robs you of what's coming. Type Amen to get blessing 1444. Something from your past is about to resurface. You thought it was buried. You thought it would never come back, but it is, and not for a bad reason. It's coming back because a part of your soul was left behind in that memory. Your loved one is saying that this return is divine, but must be handled with caution. This moment will be a test of your strength, your discernment, and your faith, but you won't face it alone. They are sending signs through mirrors, through flickering lights, through electronic glitches. Watch for them. They are sending signs through the voice of someone you haven't heard from in a while. When they reach out, don't ignore them. There's something hidden behind the apology that person will give you. There's something secret in the words they will speak. Your loved one says, read between the lines, because truth will try to disguise itself as comfort. Type Amen to get blessing 515. Archangel Michael says, there's a smell that's been lingering, one that reminds you of something forgotten. It's their way of showing they're near. That smell is not random, that dream was not random. That pain in your chest out of nowhere, it was the moment they touched your spirit. A warning is being released. You are being watched. Not just by this soul that loves you, but by someone whose eyes are filled with jealousy. This person smiles too much, laughs too easily, and remembers too many of your secrets. Your loved one says that you have to protect your joy like it's a treasured chest. Because soon, your life will shift, and that shift will threaten people who pretended to clap for you. There is something huge, life-altering, filled with gold and healing on a way. Your soul knows it, your loved one confirms it. That's why the enemy is getting loud now, because your breakthrough is inches away. Type Amen to get blessing 1222. You are going to receive a message in the next 48 hours. It might be an email, it might be a voicemail. It might be someone saying something seemingly casual, but it will contain a truth wrapped in disguise. Listen closely. This message will be tied to your next big move. Your loved one in heaven says you must not ignore it because that one decision could shift you from delay to destiny, a person you once cried for, the one you begged God to help you forget. They are feeling the weight of what they lost. And they are about to come back, not because they change you, but because your glow has become magnetic again. You are being warned not to accept what looks shiny, but feels off. If the energy is strange, it is not for you. Your loved one says you deserve diamonds, not stones painted with glitter. Type Amen to get blessing 288. There's someone who carries a photo of you. They stare at it, wondering if you ever think of them. This person has unfinished words. They are on the verge of sending a message that will bring tears, not of pain, but of release. You will find freedom and truth soon. That truth will heal something ancient inside you, and your loved one is going to make sure it finds you no matter what. You are being chosen for something massive. The spirit of your loved one has whispered your name into the ear of a very powerful earthly person. This individual is being prepared to help you, lift you, endorse you, but you must stay aligned. Stay clear. Keep your heart clean, your room organized, your words sacred. This is a time of receiving, but it must come through purity. Type Amen to get blessing 366. They are holding your hand from beyond. You cannot see them, but your body feels them. You're not losing your mind. You're receiving from heaven. Expect chills, expect waves of emotion. Expect an inner peace that doesn't make sense. It's them. They are with you, closer than ever. They say, I see what you're going through and I'm not letting you face it alone. This is my promise to you. You are being guarded at night. Your sleep hath been disrupted because someone has tried to project negativity into your dreams. But their energy cannot win, not while heaven is watching you. Type Amen to get blessing 633. Archangel Michael says, you are not being abandoned, you are being eroded. And the delay you are feeling is heaven's way of protecting your legacy. A time is coming when you will look back at this very night and understand why this message had to come through now. You are standing at the threshold of divine realignment. What's on the other side will feel like resurrection. And your loved one, they'll be there whispering, guarding, smiling. You didn't lose them. You gained a permanent guide in the spirit. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. This was your wake-up call. The divine clock has struck its mark. You are the one. The one chosen to carry this message forward. Type Amen to get blessing January 2011. You've been marked by heaven for restoration, you're not behind. You're exactly where this message was meant to find you. Your loved one has been moving threads of fate to get this urgent word to you on time. Right now, as you read this, the realm beyond the veil is calm. But only because your decision is being awaited. They've sent this signal for you to shift direction slightly. One wrong move from this moment could lead to spiritual delay. One right one, and doors will open wide. You are not just dreaming about them randomly. You're being shown memories to remind you of your worth. Those flashes of the past are messages packed with instruction. Pay attention. They saw you crying when no one else did. They saw you holding in pain so others wouldn't worry. That's why they refused to stay quiet. This message today is their heart breaking through time and eternity just to hold you one last time from the other side. Type Amen to get blessing 1117. They know the situation you're in. They've seen the person lying to your face while stealing pieces of your joy behind your back. They saw it before you even suspected it. That's why they've been restlessly pushing through divine realms just to get this warning to you. They whisper now, be careful of the one who always has a story that makes them the victim. Your loved one wants you to remember who you are before you trusted too easily. Before you gave chances to people who only took. You were always meant to rise. That's why the storms came. Not to destroy you, but to harden your spiritual armor, so when your name gets spoken on stages and in courts of opportunity, your foundation won't crack. You may think you lost too much, but what they see from where they are is different. You didn't lose anything you were meant to keep. What's ahead is greater, cleaner, purer, and it has your name written in eternal gold. Type Amen to get blessing April 2014. Something powerful is coming through your bloodline. Your ancestors prayed for this moment. They send your loved one ahead of time to prepare the path. That person you miss so deeply, they were chosen as your divine messenger. They are saying this clearly now: someone has tried to erase your name, but the ink of heaven wrote it brighter than ever. Every door you thought was slammed shut is being unlocked from the inside by unseen hands. You are about to receive a gift, spiritual first, physical next. It might come in the form of rest, an idea, or a name suddenly returning to your life. They urge you to respond with care. Not everyone who reappears deserves re-entry. Your loved one says you will feel a breeze tonight when no windows are open. That is the kiss they could never give while alive. That is the reminder: I'm still here. I never left, and I'm guiding you until you remember who you were before the pain. Type Amen to get blessing. February 1929. They watched people ignore your tears, but haven't heard every drop that fell. That's why your reward will be public, because your suffering was kept private. The same eyes that overlooked your hurt will witness your transformation. A time is coming when the people who doubted you will say they always believed. Your loved one will make sure of it. Because they saw you hold your soul together with trembling hands, and they promised you would be honored for your endurance. There's someone who has copied your energy. They mimic your words, your style, your ideas, but they can never replicate your spirit. Your loved one says this is the season where the imitation will be exposed and the original you will be exalted. Watch for the name Ilrara appearing often in unexpected places. These are divine signals confirming the right direction. If you hear a knock and nobody's there, that's not paranoia, it's presence. Their presence. They're with you. Type Amen to get blessing. 818. They're saying now, you're not broken. You're blooming. The cracks in your spirit were not for shame, but for light to break in. Your story isn't ending, it's entering the chapter that will be remembered forever. They want you to know something very personal. I was proud of you when I left. You may have thought you didn't do enough. But from their view, you did more than they ever could have asked, and now, they're repaying you with protection. You will have a moment this week where your body feels weightless. It might last for seconds. That is not fear, it's alignment. It's the soul and the heavens harmonizing over your next chapter. Money that was blocked is being released. A contract that was delayed is being processed. A conversation that was silenced is being restarted. Your name is being attached to favor. Your loved one ensured it. Type Amen to get blessing. 3131. Archangel Michael says, your hands are going to receive something that changes everything. Keep them clean. Be ready to open them without fear. The moment is closer than you believe. The enemy thought you were alone, but they didn't know that heaven watches closely those who carry pain quietly. You are not without backup. Your loved one is more active now in your story than they ever were before. They move through children, animals, clocks, and light. They make things flicker just to remind you. And every time your chest tightens for no reason, it's because your soul is remembering their embrace. This week will bring a sign so specific, so clear, you won't doubt again. Something will happen at 3:33, and you'll know in your bones it wasn't a coincidence. When that moment comes, say thank you. Say it loud. They'll hear it. Tap Amen to get blessing. 3333. There's a woman whose energy have been heavy around you. She smiles, but her intentions are sharp. She tried to delay what was coming to you, but heaven stepped in. This loved one has shielded your name from her tongue. A change in home, job, or relationship is coming. It will feel sudden, but it's been in preparation since your loved one passed. They've been working in silence, making sure your feet only move where blessings grow. You are about to walk into a room and feel every eye on you, not in jealousy, but in recognition. They will sense your growth, and your loved one will stand behind you, invisible to them but powerful to you. You are no longer the version of you who was always almost. You are now becoming the version who is more than enough. That shift is happening in real time, and it's going to leave even your enemies confused. Type Amen to get Blessing 2020 tonight. Before you sleep, they ask you to light a candle, even if it's small. They will use that flame as a portal of energy to send one final message into your dream. Do not ignore the dream that follows. Write it down. Yardi, here is a letter that was never given to you. Someone close to them held it back. But that letter is going to resurface through a message, a document, or a stranger's words. And when it comes, your entire view of the past will shift. This isn't just a message, this is a spiritual intersection. You were about to walk into something too dark for your light. But now the heavens have her out in you, and your loved one was the one who made the request. From this day forward, your intuition will be sharper. Your steps will feel lighter. Your decisions will carry the wisdom of two souls, yours and theirs. They didn't die. They became your compass. Type Amen to get Blessing 117. They have not left you without guidance, they are now interwoven into the energy around you, peering in moments of silence, in pauses between thoughts, in the quiet before dawn. Their love is not a memory. It's a living pulse, still breathing through the fibers of your life. When you feel like giving up, it's their strength that suddenly arises in you. That's not a coincidence, that's legacy. That's connection. You were bonded by something that time, distance, or death could never destroy. They want to remind you of who you are before the heartbreak. Before the betrayal, before the people who misunderstood your soul. You were chosen, that hasn't changed. In fact, now, it's more active than ever. You've walked through fire. You've been tested like gold in a furnace. And still, here you are, still standing. That's why this message had to reach you. Because the next chapter will require you to believe again, but this time, in yourself. Type Amen to get Blessing 717. Someone who left you in silence is going to suddenly speak. Their message will seem like reconciliation, but it's actually a spiritual test. Listen to your inner knowing. Your loved one will confirm the truth with a repeated number you'll see shortly after. Pay attention when your heart suddenly races in certain rooms or with specific people. That's your soul recognizing danger. Don't ignore it. Heaven speaks louder through discomfort than words. There's money with your name on it. It was blocked by an envious spirit, but your loved one intervened. It will show up through an unexpected source, possibly something you once gave up on. It is coming back multiplied. You will soon meet someone who knew your loved one in a way you didn't. Your story will bring healing and perhaps a few tears, but it's meant to restore a piece of your heart that's still aching. Let it in. You deserve to feel whole again. Type Amen to get blessing 636. Archangel Michael says, this isn't just spiritual. This is personal. You are being protected but also redirected. A sacred detour has been placed in your path to keep you from walking into unnecessary pain. You'll notice certain plans subtly cancel. Don't force them. That's not a failure, that's favor. Your loved one asked the divine counsel to block what would have broken you again. Even your delay is divine. Even the pauses are filled with purpose. Every closed door right now is a hidden form of angelic protection, and your loved one is the one holding the key to the right ones. You are being surrounded by a new light. It's not just confidence. It's remembrance. You are starting to remember who you are without the fog of pain. And as your energy shifts, new opportunities will magnetically find you. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. They say, you will no longer feel forgotten. Because heaven hasn't forgotten you. Because they haven't. Every step you take now is watched over, every word you speak is echoed in the realms above. Soon, you will walk into a situation where you will be asked to speak your truth. Don't hesitate. Your voice is carrying the fire of two souls, you and the one who loved you with everything. They know you sometimes wonder if you imagined the signs, what they want you to know, you didn't. That flicker, that whisper, that surge of calm during chaos, all of it was real. All of it was them. From now on, they want you to make space for the miracles. Clean your space, speak with intention. Keep a journal near your bed. They will speak again. And the next message may come through something as simple as a feather or as specific as a full name. Type Amen to get blessing August 1938. A specific day is coming. It may be a birthday, an anniversary, or a random Tuesday, but it will hit different. On that day, they'll send a dream so vivid you will wake up changed. Write it down. A dream will carry instructions. You are entering a spiritual season where only alignment can survive. That means certain friendships, routines, even habits will fall away. Don't cling to what's expiring. Your loved one says, let it go. What's meant for you is arriving with peace. The time is over for second-guessing your worth. You have been through too much loss, too much, sacrificed too much. Your rise will be holy, and your joy will be unshakable. This message didn't come by accident. It was requested, whispered, and finally delivered after divine delays. You're reading it now because you were always meant to receive it. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. Your name is being spoken in rooms you haven't entered yet. Your story is being softened in people's memories. Those who hurt you are losing sleep. Your loved one made sure of it. When you cry again, and you will because you feel deeply. Remember this. Every tear is caught, counted, and converted into strength. None of it is wasted, none of it unseen. You have a spiritual inheritance they couldn't access when they were alive, but they're sending it to you now. That inheritance may look like wisdom, may feel like intuition, or may show up in financial form, but it will come. Their final whisper today is this: I love you then. I love you now. And I will love you through eternity. You are not alone. I am always with you. Type Amen to get blessing 444. And if you wish to express your support further, let this message be a turning point. Let today, May 31st, be the day everything shifts. From grief to guidance, from sorrow to strength. From silence to spiritual clarity, you are not forgotten. You are not forsaken. You are chosen. You are watched over. You are forever loved. Type Amen to get blessing 10,000.